These guys build a rimfire that will blow your freaking mind when it comes to how accurate it is and how it feels like a centerfire rifle.
You bet.
As far as the ergonomics and everything. I know you guys that follow me trying to put lots of holes on top of each other and hit things at long distances, but have you ever thought about being able to do it with a rimfire?
So Vudoo Gunworks got its start really because we wanted to build a trainer rifle for your big rifle. What we have here is our full-size true-to-scale action that fits in a Remington 700 footprint. What that lets you do is have the whole infrastructure, the whole world of everything aftermarket around a Remington 700 available in your rimfire. Something like this, which is our more crossover type of rifle, you can go shoot a competition with it, but this is something light enough to offhand and to use. This particular one has a carbon fiber barrel, doesn't have to. It's still a decent handy weight and size that you can shoot offhand. It's not like a 1022 light, but
no, but manageable. And the weight feels like it's in the right area.
It's in the right area. It balances right there. Yeah, and 10 round mags. We have a 5-round mag for it, and developing a 15 round as well. There's single stack mags because they're rimfire, and those are really hard to double stack unless you do a rotary mag like a Ruger or something like that. The benefit to all that is you can put our whole system in whatever stocks, bottom metals, and all that you like that manage an AICS type mag that a Remington 700 fits in. So it gives you a really giant range. If you look up here at the other 22s that we have, those are all centerfire stocks. So you can put your centerfire in that and or our rimfire, and you're super good to go. But that's 16 pounds. That's not something most guys are going to stand around and offhand. I can barely do it for a while.
It's a lot of weight.
It's made to be prone on a bipod or barricaded or something like that. So
like this rifle here, this is the same chassis that I'm running my centerfire.
Your centerfire on, that's masterpieces.
So I can literally take this out. I can add some weight to this if I wanted to make it more match my centerfire, and I can go out and I can train with this, work on my positions, work on my, range prep, work on all that stuff. And I'm not burning up my comp barrel.
You bet, and really expensive ammo that you've probably loaded.
Yeah. so
with the right ammo in our competitive rifles, they'll shoot well sub half MOA at 100 yards. And we have guys shooting them, believe it or not, in what is now a thing called 22 ELR, out to 600 yards.
I would say a 600-yard 22 shot would be equivalent to just under a mile.
It is like shooting a 6.5 Creedmoor at 1,300 yards.
1,300 yards.
Yeah, that's kind of its equivalence.
Yeah.
So
just kind of double it.
It's kind of no joke, especially with the rimfire.
Yeah.
Obviously, that needs the match chamber and the match ammo and all that. You can do it with the other stuff, but the 22 really starts to disperse at distance. One of the reasons we shoot the match ammo, which is standard velocity, even at that distance, is the 22 does not like to come transonic. When it comes back transonic, it starts to do weird things because it's really not that aerodynamic. Doesn't have a great BC on it.
You stay.
So we keep it under
standard.
that, so it never goes transonic.
You don't have to worry about going transonic and the bullet getting wonky.
All wonky. You bet.
And I've even seen that in centerfire.
Yeah, it can happen. Anything is just exacerbated.
You go out there
in a rimfire,
1,000 yards, and you're like, "Why is my hole sideways?"
Yeah, absolutely. Start keyholing it, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So.
And y'all also provide the opportunity for if somebody buys your rifles as well, you can send it to get it lot tested for ammo.
You can at both Ely and Lapua. They both have test facilities. You can send it to them, and they'll match the best lot of ammunition that they have on hand at the time with your particular rifle, and then let you have the opportunity to buy usually a 5,000 round case of it if you'd like.
Yeah, that way you got a lot of bullets that they confirm your rifle likes, and you can buy a stack of it.
You bet.
Good to go. And then
absolutely,
you got a precision 22, and I'm telling you, look them up. Look at the PRS circuit, all the people running these in the PRS 22 and the NRL 22.
You bet.
And all that, I mean, it says something. So.
Well, I appreciate that. We introduced our pistols last year as well.
Yeah, that's the thing that I noticed when I walked up was like, wait a minute. These cats got some pretty pistols over here.
We got some pretty pistols. They're pretty cool, too. If you haven't ran a slide and pulled a trigger, you need to come check these out.
Yeah,
we're introducing this 4 1/4 version of our double stack. This year, it's got co-witness sights, 4 1/4 frame. Holds 19 rounds with a 126 millimeter mag.
Right.
And you're welcome to try that out. These are various versions of them here in different iterations.
Right. So.
Yep. Give that trigger a try. Try the reset on it. It's pretty amazing, actually.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's literally
almost none. It's a couple
almost
millimeters.
none. Yeah, almost none.
Yep.
So this is a 4 1/4.
That's a 4 1/4 priest. We call the double stack of priest.
Okay.
All kind of voodoo stuff.
Right.
This is our single stack line up here,
Okay.
and 9 and 45. All of the priests are available in 9 millimeter, and that happens to be a 22 single stack down there that we do, which is
So that
super
slide
cool.
looks interesting.
It is, because the entirety of the slide doesn't move back, just the bottom half, because it's 22, and it won't run. They might have the safety on the other side. They do. It won't run a 22 won't run a whole slide. So
okay,
it runs.
Which is true, because I have a. Who was it that made it? It's a 1911 22.
Oh, Sig makes one.
Sig, I
Ruger
think
makes
it's
one.
Sig.
There's Ruger's 45-22. It's a cool little gun.
And I have, but it full slide run. I have to run hot.
Hot ammo.
Hot ammo
You bet.
for it to
You bet.
cycle. That is really cool. I bet you that feels really interesting.
It just runs like a sewing machine. It doesn't even move. It just, tack, 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 tack.
Yeah, 'cause
It's
a
really
whole
great.
lot less mass going on.
Whole lot less mass, and we have a little spring kit that comes with it. So you can run your CCI mini mags, or you can run your subsonic. Just change the spring on it, and it'll still function. So you have kind of
That is really cool.
a gamut to try out there.
So all these are.
This
that's
is-
a priest.
Yep, these are our 5-inch priests. The difference you see here is a short dust cover versus a long dust cover. Aluminum grip versus a stainless steel that adds a half a pound to the gun for guys that competitive shoot and want that extra weight. If you go look up Max Leograndes on the socials, you will see him running our pistol and winning with it. He won Limited Optics Nationals this year.
Nice.
Try the slide on that thing. They're just, the fit and finish is
Oh wow.
like on glass.
So this is the first time I've ever laid my hands on it. It is everything everybody says it is.
Well, I appreciate
It's
that.
very nice. Well, I appreciate you, buddy.
You bet. It's
Thank
been
you
a
so
pleasure.
much.
Thank you.
We're going to run around and see what else we can get into. So tell me about this new innovation of a press that you guys got right here.
All right, so what we have here, we're launching for SHOT Show, is the Nexus press. What makes this different from every other press on the market is the way we establish cam over. Cam over is no longer the relationship between the bottom of your die and the top of your shell holder. They don't have to make contact for you to get consistent sizing. We've included these two pucks. This is going to be your mechanical stop. You can go as hard as you want with this. It will cam over exactly the same every single time, and the die doesn't make contact with the shell holder. What this means for you as an end user is if you're using RCBS, Redding dies, what have you, and you're not getting enough sizing, you don't have to shave the bottom of them off anymore to get the brass further in there. Our shell holders give you 15 thousandths more protrusion, meaning your brass will go into your die further. And you're dead stop every time. Doesn't matter how hard you push on this, how fast you do it, you're never going to influence that die. It will stay in space. This press is going to be ready to ship end of March, early April. It's going to come with everything you see here, obviously minus the die. You'll get one lock ring. You'll get 4 shell holders. These shell holders have a little bit of float space in them, the way you remove them. You unthread your drop tube a little bit, and you can slide out this whole assembly. It's a 2-piece shell holder. And it's beveled to give you a little bit of floating space here. This is going to help everything line up as everything goes into the die. Okay, it's going to ship with 4 basic shell holders. You're going to get one for a 223, one for a 308 base cartridge, one for a Magnum, and one for a 338 Lapua Magnum. That should cover you for your PRCs, 308s, 6x47 Lapuas, all your major competition cartridges. And again, this thing is going to be ready to ship late March, early April for $775. And we should add, it'll take any 7/8 die with any lock ring on the market.
Yeah.
We will, at the time of launch, have the availability to do 1-inch dies. We will not do 1 1/4 inch dies for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So for SHOT Show, the only new launch is the Nexus press. Everything else, we do our modular sizing dies. We have our inline seating dies, like an arbor die. All the standard product fare from Short Action Customs, everything's going to be nitrided or anodized, depending on what it's made from. High quality stuff, very lubrous, very nice. Yep.
Check out
Yep.
Short Action Customs, sir.
Yep. Appreciate it, Brandon. Thanks so much. Yep.
You having a good day, Matthew?
Ball and socket design, you can adjust the tension on the ball and socket, but there's also for torquing, there's a torque pin. That ball and socket has got a cross cut into it at the bottom, so if you're torquing muzzle devices, barrel nuts, whatnot, put your torque pin in there. And now you're not just relying on the tension on the ball and socket when you're applying torque.
Yeah.
And this is adjustable as well, so you can really crank it down, make sure it's not going to move on you.
And two, these
so it comes
you can
with,
do ARCA and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, they can do ARCA and continuity rail, and then rifle barrels. It comes with this set with the vise, and then we have other sets now available that are sold individually.
Right.
A couple different options.
Yeah. It's real Avid and real cool.
Just because we can.
Yeah, we got to see the big boys. Yeah. Good God.
The Dreadnought. So what we're looking at here is we have an LEP in the center, which cover about a 2-mile distance. On the outside, you're looking at an array of LEDs that will produce about 100,000 lumens. So in theory, it's really about 91 thou. We're sitting somewhere right at the 100,000 range lumens, plus the LEP on the interior.
My gosh.
Red, blue, green, all that good stuff. And yes, it comes with the shoulder strap.
I was about to say, 'cause what kind of carrying do you have?
We got a little weight on it. It's a little attachment we can put on like such.
Good grief. Yeah, that's crazy.
We built it because we can.
I understand.
When I push it up, you can see there's a laser. I push it up again to turn off. Then there's a tip light, which has various lighting modes. Yeah, very bright. And when you use it as a pen, you can have a 10 tip light to write with. See, when you write at night, you can see.
Yeah.
When you're camping. Yeah, turn on.
That's cool. I've never seen a
So 3 lights.
light inside the actual tip of the pen.
That's right. This one, it's a O clip. It has different lighting modes, right? The red light and the red flashing. Yeah, and it has let me see, the beacon mode. Let me see. The beacon mode, though? Oh, maybe that's the beacon mode. It flashes every few seconds.
Okay.
And it's also magnetic.
Nice.
You can clip it on anywhere if you want.
Yeah, that's really
USB-C charging. This one is Baton 4. This is the lowest. The brightest is 1300 lumens. Very bright.
Yeah.
Magnetic charging. Also with the case. The case gave it 5 charges. So you can use it. You can be on for 190 days on the low, on the moonlight. And also, you can turn on the light with the case.
Oh.
You can see, turn on, stepless dimming, turn off. You close the light lid, it turns off. There's also a power bank for the phone. There's a percentage display of the case, like how much battery left.
All right, so everybody likes headlamps, right? Everybody likes a headlamp because you can put it on your head and you can work hands-free. Cool thing about wearing a headlamp is when you are working hands-free, sometimes you just can't see in a shaded area. So what we do is we have a headlamp that you remove the headlamp, right? Secondary light comes on automatically, and I can put this light wherever I want it. I can put it here, I can put it here. It's magnetic, it's roll stop, and it's really durable. When I put it back on here, it immediately starts to recharge the head, okay? So you got a 700 lumen headlamp, right? When I pop this off, this becomes 300 lumens. It'll run for 3.5 hours. This is 500 lumen secondary light. The secondary light, so I'm never without light. I can look back at my toolbox, my wiring diagram, whatever I got going on. So when you're in the field or you're in the shop, you want one light. You want one headlamp that will do both, right? This particular one, lithium polymer battery in the back, lithium polymer battery in the head, really light pack, super headlamp. Everybody likes a rechargeable flashlight, right?
Yep.
Super rechargeable flashlight. 2,000 lumens, high, low, slide focus, all the things you would expect for in a flashlight. What people don't like about rechargeable flashlights is when they forget to charge it or it starts to run low. Oh shit, what do I do? Well, on this one, I immediately go to alkaline batteries. Alkaline batteries are built in here. I have a toggle switch so I can go between rechargeable and alkaline and just choosing my power. That simple. So basically I have a rechargeable flashlight and an alkaline flashlight all in one. Nobody else can do this. Nobody else can do it with a morph. We've patented both of these and it's super cool. What we did for this show though, and what we'll do for you, is we have in this particular light a long throw beam. We use a long throw LED, which will give you, and I'll go slow, but which will give you a half-mile shot with your light beam. Nobody else does anything like this. Yes, there's some long throws out on the market, but they're usually pistol grip or there's some sort of, spotlight. Why don't you have a normal flashlight where you can do everything with it? So this is twin power with long throw. Very cool.
Very cool.
Thanks for that.
Probably one of the coolest flashlights I've seen here at SHOT Show. So y'all know what that might mean. I'm saying.